Hey, 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 beautiful people, beautiful souls. It's Twan the counselor back at you again with another hopefully inspiring weekly check in. And just wanted to drop something that may be a blessing to you. If it is, I'm grateful to be able to share it. If it's not, maybe it's a blessing for somebody else. Maybe it can be helpful for somebody else in your circle. So please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Twan the Counselor if these messages are helping you or the people you love in any way. I really, really would appreciate the support in getting these brief, inspirational, and helpful tips out on at least a weekly basis to as many people as I possibly can. With that being said, I am working on brevity and keeping this short and sweet. So I'm going to jump right in. Today is January 31st, 2025. Y'all, we are at the end of the first month of 2025 already. And I am not going to get super political with any of this, but I am just going to take a moment to acknowledge, wow, what these last couple of weeks have been. And so while I am trying to be sure to keep things positive, I also want to hold space for all that is happening in our world and happening in our country right now, and all of the stress and anxiety and uncertainty that folks are feeling right now. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge that. But I also want to make sure that I'm using these videos as an opportunity to give you a little bit of a reprieve from that, even if just for 5 minutes. I want these videos to be about what can be helpful, what can help us to move through this time of change and challenge in our lives as Americans, and as Americans who are not white, cisgender, of a certain socioeconomic status. I won't go there. Anyway, message for today. This one came from a funny conversation that I had with my best friend several weeks ago. We were talking about this new generation and all of their lingo and how hard it is to keep up with the catchphrases and stuff. And we were talking about the phrase "let it cook," let it cook. And so I said something about, you got to do like the kids say, let it cook. And then my friend added in there, yeah, you got to let it cook so you can eat. And I thought, wow, how powerful. It was a funny conversation, but also how applicable. Let it cook so you can eat. A lot of times we want a quick fix for the issues in our lives. We want the quick fix for weight loss. We want the quick fix for our finances. We want the quick fix for our mental health, for our anxiety. And while a quick fix is nice, sometimes because of the quick fix, we don't really take the time to really deal with the underlying issues, right? So sometimes we run to substance, we run to overspending, we run to these these long-term harmful ways of managing our stress and anxiety because we're looking for quick relief. I submit to you today that the best kind of healing happens through a gradual process. That the best kind of healing takes time and practice to develop. The most sustainable and long-lasting kind of healing unfolds. It unfolds. So I want to tell you that in healing yourselves, in managing whatever it is that ails you, remember that sometimes you got to let it cook. Remember that there is not always a quick fix available. And that if there is a quick fix available, if we go that route, chances are you may not be able to really deal with all of the underlying factors that are sustaining that issue, right? So it's always best, as we learned in that great children's story, it's always best to go slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Let it cook. You're in therapy. You're unpacking a whole life's worth of experiences and beliefs and teachings. And you're unlearning some things and you're learning some new things for the very first time. You're gaining some skills and practices. And those things have to cook. You may not feel the immediate effects of it, but work that program, whatever it is. Work that treatment plan. Work those goals. Practice those skills. In the long term, it will be of great benefit to you. You've got to let the healing cook. Let it cook so you can eat. So that at the end of that process, you can then benefit from all of the nourishment, all of the nutrient that this new skill and this new practice is giving you. This may be speaking to some very specific situations in your life. Whatever it is that you are struggling with, to accept that it takes time for some things to work out. Remember this message. Let it cook. Let it cook. Rome was not built in a day, as they say. And so your healing journey has to unfold. That relationship, those improvements in the relationship that you want, that has to unfold. Your career, where you're trying to get to in your career, that has to unfold. Let it cook. Give it time. We can't throw everything on the stove on high, right? There's certain things that need to simmer, that need to really, really spend some time on the stove, marinating and getting those flavors baked in, right? Some things cannot be cooked on high. Some things have to be cooked on medium or at a simmer. Some things got to go into the crock pot for a few hours. Let it cook so that that meal can be nourishment to your soul. And whatever you can apply this to. Now, I just talked about a healing process, but there may be something going on in your life right now that you need to be reminded that it needs to cook. Let it cook so it can be of most benefit to you. This has been Twan the Counselor, and I had time today for your and my mental health. Light and love always. Peace. Oh, also, please, 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 again, like, follow, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Twan the Counselor. Share these messages if they bless you, or if you know someone that they can bless. Share these messages with other folks. Trying to spread the love out here. You know, there's a lot of darkness and there's a lot of fear. So let's all do our part to share when we find something that's helpful, to share it with others who can benefit. All right? And that's it for me. I'm out. Enjoy your final day of January as much as you can. And even if you can't, as Tabitha says, don't you go out there messing up nobody else's. All right? See y'all later. Bye-bye.